Good evening, brothers and sisters. I'm your Reverend Larry Lloyd of the Evangelical United Brethren of Righteous Three Count Falls Church. And speaking of Three Count Falls, we've got NWA Championship Wrestling action coming right up. Can I get an amen? Amen. All right, then. I'm a man, I'm a pro, and I'm better than you. I can bend you like a pretzel, I can tear you in two. I like to... We consider now scripture from the good book concerning the concept of an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. And after watching the second half of the Texas death match between the Stud Stable and the Armstrong family, there could be teeth and eyeballs laying everywhere. Let's watch now.
Way, Jimmy Golden taking up where Elix Skipper left off on Brad Armstrong. Into the buckle. Brad is down. And Golden,
look at him taunting him, teasing him, and Bullet's trying to get in the ring himself.
And now here comes Robert Fuller, and they're double teaming Brad Armstrong.
The dirty tactics of this stable.
Robert Fuller can take advantage of more situations than any professional wrestler I've ever known. Swinging neckbreaker. Neckbreaker on Brad Armstrong. Fuller going for the count. He's not the legal man in the ring. Golden is, but he gets the count anyway on Brad Armstrong.
Texas death rules here, Wrestle Birmingham, and
referee being shoved around.
Yeah.
Again, the rule, unless Brad Armstrong can come to his feet at the 10 count, this match is history. Referee, very emphatic with the count. It's reach 6. Reach 7. Brad trying desperately to come to his feet, to one knee. Can he get up? He does, but Robert Fuller is lurking. Grabs Brad Armstrong by the throat, sends him into the turnbuckle. Tag is made, Jimmy Golden. Long-time tag relationship between these two men. Whereas they're not brothers, they may as well be for as long as they've been in the ring together.
Absolutely, you're right about that. And now look at Bob Armstrong. I can see it. He's upset.
And Golden, with that jiu-jitsu chop to the throat of Brad Armstrong, goes for the cover. And Jimmy Golden wraps the leg and gets the 3 count again.
Another 3 count here.
Insult to injury. And Jimmy Golden,
showing off those guns, right?
Yeah.
Guess he hadn't seen you without your jacket on, huh?
Now, you don't want to see me without my jacket. There are very few people that ever get that opportunity. Oh, my goodness. And now Jimmy Golden right over in the face of Bullet Bob Armstrong.
One thing he doesn't have is these people support. As you hear them here in Birmingham, they're on fire for the Armstrong family.
The Armstrong family have long been connected to Birmingham wrestling. I remember when Bob Armstrong used to be on live studio wrestling here with Sterling Brewer.
The young buck comes back in with a big kick to the midsection there.
And I remember the days when the Goulas family had the professional wrestling franchise, and I had the honor of being the play-by-play commentator at the old Boutwell Auditorium here. And by the way, wrestling returning to the Boutwell Auditorium, the Night of Legends on October 8th. Wendell Cooley against the exotic Adrian Street for the European title. There will be a special challenge match of Roy Lee Welch against Loverboy Dennis Condrey. And right now, Elix Skipper going for the pin on Brad Armstrong again, and he got it again.
Now you talk about that all-important date coming up, and all the people that are watching that aren't here with us in the building tonight, they've got a chance to see it in person.
Ranger Ross will take on the Syrian Anwar Ali Baba and Magnasty. Managed by Robert Fuller. He's promised to bring in Jerry the King Lawler, the honky-tonk man.
Michael,
Grant the Hammer Valentine. You talk about legends, one name after another. October 8th at the Boutwell Auditorium. In the meantime, the Texas Tornado match, the Texas Death match continues in the ring. And Brad Armstrong being not double, but triple teamed by Fuller, Golden, and Elix Skipper. Golden back in on Brad. Gonna send him into the ropes. Drops down, but Brad Armstrong has the presence of mind with a kick to the chest, and Brad is looking for the tag. Brad Armstrong desperately, Dan, needs to make the tag.
He's got the people behind him if he can just reach in and get a little bit more strength. But as you can see here, look who comes snooping into the ring.
It's Fuller. Robert Fuller. Tag is made. Here comes the Bullet. Talk about a classic confrontation. Bullet Bob Armstrong, Robert Fuller. Here comes the Bullet loaded for bear. He's got the guns cocked. He's delivering those right hands, those 38 specials across the base of Robert Fuller. The Armstrongs are paired off. Scott Armstrong on Golden. Outside the ring. Wait a minute. McNasty has come back into the arena.
What is he doing out here? We saw what he did earlier. What is this?
McNasty has attacked Brad Armstrong. They've double-teamed him on the floor, but meantime, Bully Bob Armstrong has the sleeper hole, the patented Armstrong sleeper on Robert Fuller.
This man's going to sleep here.
Fuller is going out. Jimmy Golden is on his...
This is what the people came to see, Michael.
Jimmy Golden has loaded his hand. He's got something in his hand.
No, say it
Golden
isn't so.
Going after Armstrong. He's going to waylay him in the back of the net. Bullet Bob is out.
Michael,
Robert Fuller's out there, the two legal men in the ring.
this cannot happen. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here.
Golden's going to pull Fuller. Wait a minute. Referee Roy George caught him. Referee Roy George warning Jimmy Golden to keep his hands off of Robert Fuller.
A warning
are down
for that. Come on
He's calling for the microphone. Dan, he's calling for the mic. Dan Masters, we're going to have to get a microphone up to the referee, Roy George. Both Robert Fuller and Bob Armstrong
Both men down. I have only one other thing to do. First man to his feet before 10 wins.
The referee's going to start at 10 count. He says the first man to his feet wins. He's got the Armstrongs in the ring. Robert Fuller is out. Bob Armstrong is out. Both men trying to regain consciousness.
The people are on their feet here.
The referee now having to break the count. Elix Skipper has made his way back into the ring, ordering Jimmy Golden to the corner. Golden broke the count. Referee assuming the count. 3, 4. Armstrong trying to come to his feet. Fuller trying to come to his feet. Jimmy Golden trying to help Fuller. Armstrong beat.
Look at this.
The Armstrongs have Bullet Bob to his feet. The referee turns around. He's calling for the bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, Bullet, Brad, Scott, the Armstrong.
The Armstrongs have won. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Armstrongs victorious in this Texas match, this Texas death match tonight here at Wrestle Birmingham. Scott?
You know, Wrestle Birmingham is where all the action is, right here in Birmingham, Alabama, and you know this is where Armstrong country is. I'm gonna tell you something though. The biggest match in the history of wrestling is gonna be none other than Boutwell Auditorium on Saturday night, October the 8th. Isn't that right?
That's right, Scott. I hate to interrupt you, but we have the Director of Enforcement of the NWA, Roy Lee Welch, here with Brickhouse Brown.
I tell you, I'm fed up with the way Fuller and Golden are trying to get to Bullet Armstrong. I've had enough. What I want right here is I want this man to be the special referee in the match with you and Jimmy Golden. Special referee.
As I told you before, I don't know anything about no refereeing, but I do know right is might. And I'm gonna call it right down the middle, just like I know I have to do. And the thing I want the Armstrongs to know, brother, Daddy ain't going nowhere. We gonna fire up the grill, cook a few steaks, and do a little something the next day, and tell Mama he gonna be home for Christmas.
Appreciate that, brother. That's all I ask. Call it right down the middle. Me or Jimmy Golden one is going to leave Birmingham. I've had it. I'm tired of it. October 8th, Boutwell Auditorium. Either I go or he goes, brother. And don't forget, I may be older, but I just like fine wine. I got better as I got older. And I'm still bad to the bone.
The words of the man, the legend, Bullet Bob Armstrong. October 8th, Birmingham's Boutwell Auditorium, Legends Night, loser leave town. Armstrong versus Jimmy Golden. We'll be back with more on Wrestle Birmingham.
What's your name, son?
Jack.
Jack, well, how long have you been afflicted with the loss of sight in your right eye?
Well, it's been about 20 years.
20 years. You're supposed to catch him. We'll be right back.
Hello, Alabama. This is Enforcer Bill Franklin with Wrestle Birmingham. I'm the marketing consultant here at Wrestle Birmingham. If you want to bring your product or business to the forefront of advertising, call me right here at Wrestle Birmingham at area code 205-970-0333. And remember, they won't know if you don't tell them.
I'm a man. I'm a pro and I'm better than you. I can bend you like a pretzel, I can tear you in two. I like to... Brothers, I've come here tonight to give the devil 2 black eyes, and I'm going to keep my eye on the Raven as he mixes it up with the Road Dogg in this next match.
Weighing at 250 pounds, the challenger, the Road Dogg.
Still be rowdy. Still be rowdy. Be doing the damn thing.
3LK, TBT, A to Z. I'm running the game like a...
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 260 pounds from the Bowery. Welcome to Wrestle Birmingham, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, being accompanied to the ring by Jimmy Powell, Raven!
The NWA Heavyweight Championship of the World is on the line. The referee has called for the bell, and Big Mike is our referee tonight. And what is this, a tag? Jimmy, no. There, what's this little razzmatazz? Raven against the Road Dogg, Jesse James. Boy, oh boy. They wrestle as good as they talk. This is going to be one whale of a match. Dan Masters joins me at ringside. And Dan, I'll tell you, we have had the opportunity to see Raven before in ECW. We've had the opportunity to see Raven before in NWA TNA. We have seen some of the most outrageous, some of the wildest, some of the most narcotic moves, if you would, out of Raven, and now he has the gold around his waist.
The NWA World Heavyweight Champion here at Wrestle Birmingham, and one other person that's here involved in this thing. Look at this man at ringside. You may know a little bit more about him than I do, but he doesn't look like he's going to prevail here tonight.
Well, that is none other than the Dirty White Boy, one half of one of the most proficient tag teams to ever enter wrestling in the South, along with his partner, Tony Anthony. The Dirty White Boys ran roughshod throughout the South, and of course now Jimmy Powell is a motivational speaker.
Give me a
motivational man, the man who, quote, motivates professional wrestlers, has a best-selling DVD, so to speak, in his words. But now, the Road Dogg, Jesse James, going right to work on Raven. These two are no strangers to each other. They have met before in the squared circle, and today at Wrestle Birmingham, it's for all the marbles, or shall I say all the gold, that rests around Raven's waist. And Raven is a little perplexed as to the Road Dogg using the fisticuffs.
These people on fire, whoa!
Jesse James.
Huge right to Raven there.
And Armstrong, or should I say the Road Dogg, Jesse James. I'm going to call him Armstrong
you
from
call
time
it like
to
you
time
see it.
because I've known him since he was a young pup, and the Road Dogg, Jesse James, had a tremendous match against the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Jeff Jarrett. Not too very long ago, several months ago, here at Wrestle Birmingham, he was inches away from wearing the gold. And I think this matchup is more attuned to the style of the Road Dogg, Jesse James, against Raven.
As you say, inches away. Look how many inches away these guys are to the ringside fans here at Wrestle Birmingham.
They're right. You're right on top of the action. No doubt about it, from the Zamora Shrine Temple. And you'll be right on top of the action on October 8th at the Boutwell Auditorium, the show of legends.
Professional don't have to use the kind of language that Road Dogg used. My man Raven is going to win tonight, I guarantee you.
You got to be
Jimmy
kidding.
Powell adding his own little commentating here, Dan.
This Jimmy Powell apparently does it all.
Well, he tries to do it all, and Raven going downstairs on the Road Dogg, Jesse James. I was just about to tell you of the Legend Show coming up at the Boutwell Auditorium. You'll hear more about it in the weeks to come here on Wrestle Birmingham, and it is a show you don't want to miss. Circle October 8th on your calendar.
It's a Saturday night, right?
That is a Saturday night, and it will be hot and heavy in Alabama. As, boy, I'll tell you, some of the matches already signed are incredible. Wendell Cooley against the exotic Adrian Street for the European title. Challenge match, Roy Lee Welch against Loverboy Dennis Condrey. Ranger Ross against Anwar Al-Baba, coming over from Syria to wrestle in this match. McNasty will be in action against some of the biggest stars ever to appear in Birmingham. It is a night of legends. October 8th at the Boutwell Auditorium. Road Dogg, very unorthodox here. Has Jesse James Armstrong caught in the corner, in the Road Dogg. Pounds away at Raven, and Raven being hauled, literally hauled out of the corner and tossed across the ring. Road Dogg Jesse James going for the cover that could mean the belt. He got the 2 count, and that's all he got.
The legacy of the NWA World Heavyweight title, the men that have held it, and Raven is on that list. Jesse James here, the Road Dogg, he's not on it yet. Will he be after tonight?
He wants to be, and of course, you know, that title was in the hands of his father, Bullet Bob Armstrong, at one time. In the hands of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, who is on a tremendous tour right now. It was in the hands of the legendary Lou Thesz, Gene Kiniski, the Briscoes, Harley Race, one of the greatest of all time. A 2 count again, and Raven wants the microphone.
Oh, come on.
In the middle of the match, Raven wants the microphone.
Who's cheering for me? I don't want to be cheered by you morons. I don't want to hear one person mention my name again. Shut up! Shut up! I want you people to yell, Road Dogg sucks. Road Dogg.
Look at Raven trying now to be cheerleader along with wrestler. Has the microphone in his hands. You know he's going to do damage. Pounding the microphone at the back of the head of the Road Dogg Jesse James.
This referee has really lost control.
Well, I don't know if there's a possibility of control when you have 2 men of the style of this. There's Jimmy Powell adding his comments at ringside. I feel like we've lost control. I mean, this match is literally out of hand so far. Raven trying to do a lucha libre move on his own style, coming through the ropes, and then just shrugs it off nonchalantly. This man has so much talent, and so much talent that I have seen wasted. Maybe now, as world champion, it's coming to fruition. He's gone. He's got the Iron Claw. And now a reversal by Road Dogg Jesse James, and Raven raking at the eyes of the Road Dogg.
He's got a chair here.
Yeah, that can't be good. Now, this is a man that came out of ECW. A chair to him is nothing more than a thimble to anybody else. He sets it up in the corner.
This can't be good for Road Dogg.
The Road Dogg gonna reverse it. Raven sent into the chair. Chair goes out of the ring. Raven out of the ring.
Gets a taste
down
of his own medicine.
How can these 2 men continue at the pace they have been going in this match, Dan? Michael St. John at ringside with you. World Championship on the line. And Raven, look at that. Under the chin, into the throat.
Look at these dirty tactics. Jimmy Powell, look at this thing.
Working over Jesse James on the side. Across the ropes. The Road Dogg. Road weary here. Worse to wear. Raven setting up the chair. Road Dogg with the reversal. Trips Raven into the chair.
Ooh, head first.
Raven down. The Road Dogg down. The Dirty White Boy, Jimmy Powell, trying to get the attention of Raven by slamming at the ring apron. Raven is up. The fan beginning a chant, but it's not the one I think Raven wants to hear.
These people in Birmingham are letting them know how they feel.
Raven caught the Road Dogg. Here's the reversal. Raven missed with that strong right hand. Jesse James coming back. A little dance of the old 3 Live crew. There's a drop of the knee across the chest of Raven. The Road Dogg going for the pin. Got the 2 count, and that was all. Near fall that time. Here comes Jimmy Powell, and now the Road Dogg has some fists for him.
I like it. Yes, sir.
The Dirty White Boy down on the mat. The wrestlers now left to be in the ring. Here's Raven. And a DDT. Down goes Jesse James. 1, 2, and 2.5. That was all.
So close. So close.
Raven, a bit upset, I think, at himself for not pinning sooner.
Listen to these people in Birmingham. They let them know how they feel.
Raven starting that stomp across the way. He said he wanted a match with Raven Rules, and he just waylaid the referee. The Road Dogg stepped out of the way, and Big Mike, the referee, caught the super kick side of the face.
Oh, no.
The Road Dogg steps out of the way. Jimmy Powell just powdered the face of Raven.
Did you see that?
This could cost Raven the match. The Road Dogg wrapping it up. 1, 2, and 2 was all he got.
Oh, Michael, that was so close.
Raven with a face full of powder. The referee still reeling from the super kick. The Road Dogg trying to make his move and take this match.
Wait a minute.
And now again, the Dirty White Boy comes into the ring. The referee has called for the bell, and we're going to have a disqualification here.
Is that the decision here?
That's got to be the decision. Double teaming. The Road Dogg going after the Dirty White Boy. Now picks up Jimmy Powell. He's got him stretched. Power slam. The Dirty White Boy on the floor. Raven out on his feet. And in the disqualification, who's going to get his hand raised? The referee trying to get the Road Dogg off of Raven. Calling for the bell. It's doing no good, Dan.
No good at all. And the people here at Birmingham, they're just getting a taste.
And now the Road Dogg goes after the referee. This could get dangerous. This could get very dangerous. Two maniacal wrestlers in the ring. Here's another one of the referees, Mike Posey, coming to the ring.
And he's down.
Right away. Road Dogg Jesse James nails him. Here's the other referee, senior referee Roy George, coming into the ring. As again, a Road Dogg choking at Raven, world champion. The senior referee Roy George is down.
All right, Michael, make your way in there.
I'm not touching that.
No, sir.
We got to get some help out here.
The Road Dogg has lost it.
And they are now trying to separate. They're getting Raven out of the ring, and they're separating the Road Dogg. They had to get security from the back. And the Road Dogg, Jesse James.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the referee has awarded the match to Raven.
As a result of the disqualification, Raven!
I'm going to see if I can get a word with the Road Dogg, Jesse James, right now. If we can settle him down, I'm going to see if I can get him.
Now, Michael, he is going to be here on the 8th. Is that correct?
That is true, and he will be taking on Dr. Tom Pritchard, the Alabama heavyweight champion.
Well, if you could, see what you can get out of him.
Originally, the NWA champion put a clause in at the last minute for Raven to be no rules under Raven rules. But unfortunately, they did not get to the Wrestle Birmingham. So therefore, it was a disqualification.
There you hear it, disqualification.
I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
Wow.
Senior referee Roy George, there was a disqualification on a technicality. The Road Dogg, Jesse James.
You know, he said at the last minute it was a Raven Rules match. Raven rules nothing in Birmingham, Alabama. And his manager brought up the name Dr. Tom Pritchard. Well, on October the 8th, you tell Dr. Tom to bring the Alabama heavyweight title, and that D-O-double-G will go through him like a hot knife through butter.
Ladies and gentlemen, October the 8th, the Boutwell Auditorium, the Night of Legends from Wrestle Birmingham is coming your way. Don't miss it. On behalf of everybody from Wrestle Birmingham, I'm Michael St. John. So long, everyone.
Son, haven't I seen you before?
Yes, Reverend.
Well, son, how long has it been since you've been afflicted with the loss of sight in your left eye?
It's been about 5 minutes since you hit me in my good eye.
Larry Lloyd here, reminding you of the Legends of Wrestling match coming to Boutwell Auditorium on October the 8th. It will be a truly legendary night. Just a few of the matches coming up. From Memphis, Bill Dundee versus McNasty. Mr. Motivation, Jimmy Powell against Brad Armstrong. A grudge match from nearly 20 years ago because of an open-ended contract for the European belt is Wildcat Wendell Cooley versus Adrian Street and Miss Linda. A loser leave town match with Bullet Bob Armstrong and Jimmy Golden. These are just the starters, folks. Make your plans to be with us on that legendary night at Boutwell Auditorium, October the 8th. Son, I'm going to heal all of your afflictions once and for all in the waters of the mighty Cahaba River. Do you trust me, son?
I reckon so, Reverend.
Here we go. That's all the time we have for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But don't forget, we'll be back next week, right here on channel 3340, with more wrestling action. So make your plans to be with us. Until then, this is the Reverend Larry Lloyd of the Evangelical United Brethren of the Righteous Three-Count Fall Church for Wrestle Birmingham. Jack? 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 I guess he didn't make the 3 count. I'm a pro and I'm better than you. I can bend you like a pretzel, I can tear you in two. I like to taunt you and scare you and make you feel lame. Cause in this business, that's the name of the game. I'm a big time wrestler and I like what I do. I destroy my opponent just to entertain you. I win or I lose by the count of 3. But whatever the outcome, you can't defeat me. I jab and I gouge, I take every advantage. I'll wind you like a spring, I don't care what your age is. You come to meet me, you better learn to fly. Cause you'll hit the mat hard when you come from the sky. Cause I'm a big time wrestler and I like what I do. I destroy my opponent just to entertain you. I win or I lose by the count of 3. But whatever the outcome, you can't defeat me. Won't save you when I start my attack. If you try to escape, I'll just pull you back. I'll spin you like a top, and when you've had enough, I'll turn up the heat and really start to get rough. Cause I'm a big time wrestler and I like what I do. I destroy my opponent just to entertain you. I win or I lose by the count of 3. But whatever the outcome, you can't defeat me. Throw you and kick you and make you feel sick. I'll set you on fire like a candle wick. The ref will yell and the fans will complain, but that won't save you from feeling the pain. I'm a big time wrestler and I like what I do. I destroy my opponent just to entertain you. I win or I lose by the count of 3. But whatever the outcome, you can't defeat me.